The hardest part about sticking to a diet is making sure that you have the food available and ready. And the hardest food to have available and ready is your protein, because you always have to cook it. So I'm gonna show you guys another way that I prep my chicken. That way I always have it available and on hand. Okay, so we've got about 5 pounds of chicken breast here, and the first thing that I do with any chicken breast is I cut off any of the fat that I can get to, and then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna chop these up into pieces about that big. Once the chicken's cubed, we're gonna throw it into a pan, make sure that the pan is greased, and then we'll season the chicken. I usually have to do about 2 or 3 different batches with 5 pounds of chicken just because it's a lot of chicken and it doesn't all fit in one pan. If you have a giant pan that'll fit 5 pounds of chicken, more power to you, do it all at once. Otherwise, you'll have to do it like me, just do 2 or 3 separate batches, and then once it's done, just set it aside. Now, seasoning is where it gets interesting because you gotta season it the best way that you like. So find whatever seasonings you like and then use those. As for me, this is what I'm using. So I kind of just made a concoction of these 4 different seasonings, and what I do is I sprinkle some over the top of the chicken, add some water, let it cook, and then I do the same thing to the other side. So once the burner's on, we're gonna take just a little bit of water and we're gonna add that in around the chicken. And then as the chicken cooks, we're gonna just turn it regularly. That way it cooks evenly on all sides. As the water starts to evaporate, what it's gonna do is it's gonna kind of turn into a sauce for the chicken. So what you wanna do is make sure that you grab it and you're turning it over. That way all the chicken gets coated in that. Our end result is a big bowl of chicken. You can freeze some of it if you're not gonna use it all, but I usually use that within 3 days or so I'm fine putting it in the fridge. If it looks a little light, that's because I actually ate some of it after I cooked it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss any of the future videos. Thanks a ton for watching.